For the life of me, I cannot understand how it is almost universal that Western creators fuck up these franchises so badly. I don't get it. Star Wars, Star Trek, I mean, pretty much anything. The blueprint is there. And unlike in the past, in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, we have this thing called the internet. And on the internet, you have archives of decades of comments, of feedbacks, of videos saying what people like and what people don't like. What people want to see in their ideas and what people don't want to see. You have more information at your fingertips than ever before. You have people that have done hour-long breakdowns of One Piece saying, here's what I like, here's what makes me feel special about the show, and here's what I hate. All right, you have that. Thousands and thousands of hours. You have access to all of this. You have access to larger budgets than you would have gotten for television shows, 20 years ago. You have the name recognition of these pieces of entertainment that are immediately going to put you in the upper echelon of television shows. You have everything, every privilege, every possibility. You have everything. You don't even have to build up the show. Somebody did that. A Japanese man or woman who's a mangaka who basically gave their life essence into these manga, single-handedly in some cases, making it the juggernaut that it is, like in the case of Oda, making these things what they are, and all you have to do is show up, use the name, and put forth a better than average effort. No one's expecting the greatest cinematic masterpiece to ever exist. People are just expecting the bare minimum, and they can't even deliver that despite everything already being done for them. These creators in the West are the most entitled, worthless, brain dead, politically narcissistic human beings I've ever seen. There is no reason why we should get a story that makes my face look like this. Oh, I have this pulled up. They changed the title. Rumors of the One Piece live action test screening flopping debunked. After its first unsuccessful test screening, Netflix's live action One Piece series reportedly leaves viewers disappointed and confused. Let's look at the edit. Rumors of the One Piece live action test screening flopping debunked. Greg Werner, an official collaborator for One Piece, debunked the rumor regarding the live action's test screening performing poorly with audiences. In addition, as reported by comicbook.com, social media users uncovered previously unreliable reports made by the Twitter account, calling into question the validity of the claims. Okay, so let's, first of all, I wouldn't believe an official collaborator. Because, of course, what are they going to say? No, it's perfectly fine. Now, perfectly fine. Now, could this be a giant hoax? Yes, but here's the issue. You have so much going against you if you're Netflix. You've got all of the live-action anime adaptations that we've seen that have been so bad that basically confirm everything that's said here. So, what is the issue? Well, a well-known Hollywood news outlet, viewers responded poorly to the private unveiling of the highly anticipated series, citing poor CGI quality. Okay, that's true of just about everything that Netflix has done with anime, and confusing plotting as primary issues. Both of those are legitimate substantive reasons to not like, say, Netflix's Death Note or Netflix's Cowboy Bebop. There are complaints in here that line up perfectly with what people have said in the past and what has been done. Bad CGI and uncanny valley movements. Like, do I need to bring up the video of Edward from the live action Cowboy Bebop? Do I need to bring up that? Because that is horrifying. So, my point is that while this may have been changed, the fact is that this stuff is believable because we know what has gone on in the past. So could it be that, this guy's right and everything went perfectly and the test screenings were amazing and people are excited? Yeah, but what are the odds of that? The percentage rate of Netflix anime adaptations at this point is 0%. They have not done one true great adaptation. Now, I guess you could argue that the Rurouni Kenshin one is good, but I couldn't even get all the way through that. But I mean, I suppose if you were to make an argument, you're like, okay, well then that one is at least semi-accurate to the source. I mean, not really. I mean, not really at all, but you can make the argument. But it's like, you go through this, and it's like, this is exactly what Netflix would do. So, you could say, well, I don't believe it, and that's fine. But I think it's perfectly valid to look at this and speculate. Because, well, I mean, this is exactly what Netflix would do. So, in that light, I want to play a bit from Moist Critical's video. Because he touches on this, and I think he does a pretty good job.
I was somewhat optimistic this wouldn't be a pile of shit, but I saw this headline before going live and figured we'd read it together. I also don't exactly understand what this adjective even means. A slaughter fest of bad CGI doesn't even make any sense. It seems like they were really pulling out of their ass for any type of exaggeratory statement. It's a fucking bumble shitter of bad CGI. It means nothing. You could just say it reportedly has horrible CGI or something. Which I wouldn't be surprised about, but they built all of the ships. They're all practical. They actually built it.
Oh, that's cool.
They stated that the show tested horribly as the CGI was horrible, and the story of One Piece made no sense to the casual viewers, hence every episode of the Netflix adaptation being rewritten. What?
I don't know about that one.
I mean, that's a legitimate complaint if non-fans can follow it. Is it confusing in general, or only to people that haven't watched One Piece?
It should be incredibly simple.
Probably got to be the latter.
The story should be relatable to everyone. I want to go on an adventure and become king of the pirates.
In Stalfo.
We're setting forth in search of treasure.
Being rewritten after it's already made.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. It seems a little late to rewrite it since they already made the episodes.
True.
I guess what they could do is re-edit it so that way things flow differently. But terrible. Yeah, you can't make full fucking rewrites right now, right?
Ugh.
That wouldn't make any sense.
God, that's so disappointing.
These are resub Rigo, Carter, Callow, and Faded. Are they gonna do a non-pilot or something? No, they're doing a whole season. It's not just a pilot episode. They're doing a whole season. Oof. So it looks like they're kind of just jumping right in, doing a full cannonball into the One Piece pool. Just trying to set up the story through flashbacks and then just giving him the first 4 crewmates. That's a stinky decision. I could see why that wouldn't test very well.
That's awful.
This is always going to be a problem with live action anime adaptations. This is something that I don't think anyone's surprised about, that the characters don't look like their anime counterpart. What's important is that they at least give a legitimate try as opposed to Cowboy Bebop, where half the time it's like, what the fuck? There's like real, like sometimes no real effort to even keep a costume consistent.
Yep.
I don't know why they keep trying to adapt anime. I really don't. It's a completely losing battle.
Laziness. That's what it is.
They get tier 1 tuxedo and the resub sauce and alcoholic.
That's all it is.
Porcupine.
They want the name recognition. They don't want to do actually any work.
This was cool. I don't know if you guys saw this. I'll pull it up real quick. They actually built the ships. So like they actually built the Baratie and everything. Like it's pretty cool, the work that went into the practical elements as opposed to just CGIing it. Which is why I was somewhat optimistic that it could be decent. But I guess if Ace Investigator Divinity Seeker is accurate, it looks like they really fucking missed the mark.
Big shout out to Manscaped. Today I've got a first look and hands-on with their new Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer.
Okay. So he doesn't watch One Piece. Not that that really matters. In fact, it'd probably be better if they didn't watch One Piece to get a completely fresh set of eyes on it. But yeah, I guess this doesn't seem great. Though it's still super early. It's just one report.
Yeah, but it's not just one report, is it? It's our experience. And sort of like a dog that's been kicked too many times after being promised treats, people are understandably wary and apprehensive. They don't want to be burned again. And Hollywood has a habit of taking these beloved IPs and turning them into absolute, unbearable, unrecognizable dog shit. One Piece is a cherished and beloved piece of entertainment, and it is extremely popular. In fact, I would argue that One Piece is one of the most popular pieces of written or, drawn entertainment today. It used to be that it was American comic books, but, well, I mean, we know what's happened with that. The fucking communists and social justice warriors and, degenerate, narcissistic, low IQ, bottom-feeding, far-left pieces of shit have wormed their way in there and turned every story into, well, what we need is we need to turn the character into, a homosexual or a bisexual or trans, or they need to be black and this and that. No, they need to be a black lesbian and, basically limited thinkers, not very creative people have wormed their way in, and they have destroyed a once thriving industry, which is just absolutely ridiculous. So now the biggest piece of cultural entertainment is manga. And One Piece is the king of the hill. So people are noticeably and visibly upset when they see Netflix trying to take over, because it's ridiculous. I was watching I was watching this thing, Hassan Piker meets Moist Critical. That's disappointing. I like Moist Critical. Hassan is an irredeemable pile of garbage. It's not for this video, but I mean, it's disappointing to see. Well, yeah, it's expected because Moist Critical runs in this sort of circle, but this guy is truly an irredeemable, evil piece of shit. And the fact that he goes out there and accuses people of things they didn't do and just insults people and makes these asinine statements like America deserves 9/11. The fact that Charlie would have such poor judgment to do anything with this guy while condemning like Andrew Tate and other people and making fun of like Sneeko of all people. It's like Sneeko, you can say what you want about him. I mean, I did a video criticizing him for his video on Mags, but it's like Nothing anyone has ever done comes close to being as absolutely toxic and just downright evil as Hassan. And the fact that Moist did a video on it was incredibly disappointing. But let's see. Where was it? Hassan did a video talking about One Piece, and I thought it was
Hand off your
kind of
taxes to an
interesting
expert you can
in like
trust
the worst
and
way.
get your biggest refund. Let an expert do it for you with TurboTax Live full service.
So that was, yeah, my reaction time is pretty cracked. Smoking on that Ray Pack, you already know what it is. After that, though, didn't really do much. Watching One Piece, currently in the hidden pirate treasure era, where they are not even leaving the Saba Odi Archipelago yet. There are elements that I find a little annoying. First of all, Tony Chopper, Jesus Christ, dude. Okay, wait, hold on. What am I doing? Here's the One Piece update. Okay, you want to know the One Piece update? We are now with.
This may not be the right. This may not be the right. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I was watching a video that he did, and it was terrible, but it was entertaining. And he was complaining about, oh, the girls have boobs that are too big now, and it's just sort of, it just was entertaining to watch. Yeah, we're building something over here, away from all that. 25 followers. A couple of days ago, this was 6 followers. We're building something here. And I appreciate every person that goes over and follows. Rumble.com /C/Fan Advocacy Network. Doesn't cost a dime, and you be part of building something. A rocket ship to the fucking moon. My whole point with this is to build a platform that is big enough that Rumble can use it to promote to other people, that they can get off YouTube and they can start growing naturally, organically on here. So they don't have to follow the absolutely indefensible rules of YouTube. So, if you can, go over and support me. It means the world. I appreciate it. I don't think that this One Piece live action is going to be any good. History has taught me so many times. It's just, the West can't create good entertainment anymore. Anyway, on that note, I will bid you guys a good day, and I'll see you next time.